Well, hello and good evening. I don't even know if I'm on at the time I wanted to be on or at the time that I'm just going on when I want. But it's a full moon, which means that our emotions, what we want to do, we're going to do what we want to do when we want to do it. And I felt like coming on right now. Honeybee's just had her dinner, haven't you? She's over there in the corner, quite happy. She had a good day today. She's been down to Hove Lagoon in Brighton, enjoying the nice weather that we've got right here as well. How are you all? And you know what I like to know? I like to know where you are, what you're up to, and how you're feeling about tonight's full moon in Capricorn. In actual fact, tonight's full moon at 3 degrees of Capricorn, guys. And it does mean it's about our feelings, our emotions, finances, career. Lies are going to be seen through, so don't tell anything. You over there, behind you, don't you go telling any lies, all right? Tell each other the truth. That's what you need to do. Claire, you're in sunny Suffolk as well. Philippa Sweat, Sarah, how are you doing? Hi, Linda May Sweetman. Lots of you there already. So I don't even know what I've come on to do tonight. I've just pressed go live and I'm just going to go with the flow. What do you want to talk about tonight? I do, of course, have my tarot cards, but I'm going to have a little bit of a chat first because I did 3 hours of lives last night. The gym before that. I did Derek's page this morning, private clients, and I finished your September dailies for later this year. That's right, guys. I have to work way in advance just in case Mercury's turning retrograde, just in case somebody breaks a leg, gets a cold. I like to make sure that I'm fully in control. But talking of control this evening, do you feel more in control or more out of control when there's a full moon? Perhaps there's a nurse out there or some doctors, don't need one myself, but who can tell us, is your hospital more crazy at times of a full moon? Hello, Eileen Bathgate. You've been camping in your caravan, I believe, haven't you? Kim, what are you doing? I do believe, is it your birthday today? I'm sure it might be your birthday today, actually. And there's Tony Riddit as well. Joe Long is where I lived for 10 years in Torquay in Devon, and a bad leg. So stuck at home in bed. And I do hope that you've got somebody there to feed you grapes. That's what you need, isn't it? Let's keep going down to some of the comments there as well. I'm really well indeed. In fact, apart from private clients tomorrow, I've got a boxing lesson with Rose Pierce tomorrow in the morning. And then I've got I think it's a sweat and burn class I booked in for, Honeybee. I don't know, some form of punishment, but Encore Gym in Hove, absolutely incredible, and have really boosted me and are starting to change the way that my body is shaped. So that feels really, really good. Okay, honey, do you want to sing happy birthday to Kim Gary?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Baby, that was beautiful. Kim, did you see it? Honey's just sang happy birthday to you. Oh, baby, thank you for that. Oh, indeed. And, with birthdays, we've got to make them special ourselves. But I hope that Honeybee singing to you then felt good for you as well. So you've got everybody that's on here that can wish you a happy birthday as well. Joanne Ripper's had a nice day catching up for coffee with her daughter. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how the full moon might affect you. She said, "Thank you, honey, so much. So beautiful. Oh, my God, I'm melting." She's the best, isn't she? And Lou's on her way back after having pizza with a friend and dog sitting today she is. Joanne Ripper said that was lovely as well, honey. Oh, so we don't have Mercury retrograde anymore. That's a really good thing, isn't it? Let's just take that down for a second. Let me bring up some banners. Hold on a second. I'm going to pull that one up. We'll take that one down. Look, I'm a tech wizard nowadays, I tell you. Things are looking up for you, Lewis. Good. Lewis, I do love having you in the private members club. After I'm live on here, I'm going to be going in to my private members club for some up close and personal. I've been looking at everyone's moon signs and doing their chart as well. And tonight, class in the private members club, we're going to be doing how to develop clairvoyance, module 1, if that's okay with you. So Lewis, if you want to know how to develop your clairvoyance, private members only, we'll put that over there. I don't know why I'm talking in such a posh voice. You're just me. Well, you don't change. So Kim goes relaxed and ready for the full moon as well. Well, that's for the private members as well. Let's get this. Okay, so let's have a little look. Full moon, 3 degrees in Capricorn. Personal problems in the home will come to a head. Check your emotions, but we will be talking about the truth. Okay, we will be speaking the truth. Sam Clements, you just go to clairepetulengro.tv, and as you look down on the drop-down menu on the left, you'll see private members. You click on that, you follow the 3-step easy process, and you can be in there by the time that I'm on. So it's worth remembering our manners. Make sure that we do tonight. The full moon in Capricorn represents hard work, sensibility, and our emotions as well. But don't think that full moons are a bad thing, because actually it's almost, this one is about manifesting. And a full moon in Capricorn is good because it's about our senses. It's coming full circle to the understanding of what we've been through. It's a little bit like the 3 of Swords in tarot cards, because it's processing the hurt and the experience that we've had as well. So we've also got Jupiter retrograde, Saturn as well, I think, and lots going on up in the skies, which is really bubbling away a big cauldron to make us work on ourselves in a really pleasant way. I like that. It's hard work, guys. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to be easy. Lewis, that's all right. My work number is at the top of the page in the private members club. You can just message me, my darling, and I'll add you to the list and have a look at what's going on to in your chart. So what I'm doing in the private members club moving forward is I'm going to be like your astro weather girl, and instead of telling you whether rain is forecast, I will be telling you what's forecast with your charts based on what's happening in all of your various charts, and giving you warnings and advice as we go along as well. But don't put your details on here because I won't get them on. Yeah, so Lewis, tonight we're doing developing clairvoyance, talking a bit more about moon signs as well, and whatever you guys want to talk about as well in the private members. So do not forget, please, that I've also got my shop that you can visit with, as you know, my gemstone filled water bottles, and they've been selling like hotcakes. So thank you, guys. We had some really nice reviews on them. Why all this hard work? And why all this hard work? Life can be hard work, but you know what, Tony? The hard work you put in has got the best payback. So don't be shy. It's worth it, isn't it? It's like going to the gym. You sweat it all out and then you feel the burn and then you feel great. I'm not really a gym expert, by the way. I'm just bigging it up because I think I'm quite clever at the moment because I've just started and I've kept going. Okay, so don't forget that my tarot cards, the Claire Petulengro Romany Gypsy tarot cards, are available on my website, as are my online courses, my essential oils. We're burning pink grapefruit tonight, Honey and I, to awaken our senses. All of the books that I've written are on there too. Of course, my Gemstone Heaven, which is called after 2 of my girls, My Bella Bees Gemstone Shop. Got some great charging plates for after the full moon. Of course, the gemstone bracelets, Bee Water Zodiac bottles, my gemstone bottles, and it's where you can book a private reading as well. So let's have a little look. I'm just sat here having a quiet evening with Mr. Willoughby, my beautiful tabby cat. Isn't that a nice name, honey? Mr. Willoughby. Where does that come from, that name? He's his closest I'll ever get to having a tiger. Jane Watkins says, my oils and my tarot cards are amazing. Thank you very much indeed. I didn't get drunk at the weekend, actually. Ask Gemma quail if she got drunk because she was slightly more inebriated. At one point, we were listening to Motown in a very, very nice bar, and she was asking the man on the sort of they're not record desks now, are they? She was asking them to play Kellis. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. That wasn't me though, but I bet I bet that you would like some readings tonight, guys. If you're a private member, you get readings regularly, but on here tonight, I know that with the full moon, you would like to have some advice, wouldn't you? So give me a star sign as well. What a tune. Honey, what's your favourite song?
I don't know.
What tune would you have on if you could choose one tune? She doesn't know. Let's pick somebody for a reading. Give me a star sign as well so that I can include some other people into it. And then I can tell you as well how tonight's full moon might affect you. I'm also going to tell you a bit more about your traits as well, so we can include more of you as well. I was protected the weekend because I've got my new necklace. Do you like that? Absolutely love this. New, and we're thinking of putting it in our gemstone shop if we can source more of them. Who shall we pick? Let's go for Caroline Boone. Hello. Oh, you got thick hair. I wish I had thick hair. Rose Pierce is going to be doing my hair next week, and then I will look like a proper gypsy again. At the moment, it's got a hell of a lot of hairspray on, guys. If you are a Gemini, then one of the things that you've got to be aware of is you can be very restless. And sometimes if you're a Gemini, the full moon can make you do things which are very naughty. So full moons bring out your naughty streak as well. If you don't like what someone's wearing, you're likely to say, oh, that's not really flattering, is it? Or perhaps as well, you might be a bit fickle. If somebody changes arrangements on you, then you're likely tonight to go, don't bother, I'll just stay in. So try to be tonight, you Geminis out there, a little bit more flexible if you can, please. Okay, and let's see how I can help Caroline Boone tonight. If you want to learn more tarot cards, about tarot cards, my tarot cards go back to the Babylonian meaning. So tarot cards don't just tell you the words that you look up in the book that they mean. My meanings are written on the cards to help you guys. But they also tell you the seasons, the predictions happen, the signs that things might happen in as well. So sometimes I just give you the prediction on the card and I don't do it like a tarot card lesson. But you see this card here, designed as well by the gorgeous soul sister of mine, Laura Ann Renwick. And as you can see, we have the sun. Can you see the sun that's behind this card there, and the sands of time as well? The three swords that are in this, in the heart, show the pain that you've processed, the hurt that you carry with you from betrayal in the past, Caroline. And it shows disbelief for some of the things that you've been through when you've put so much into everything that you've done with your life. But the lesson in this is that just as the sun will rise, and just as the sun rises and we get up and we start things, when the moon rises, we start to go to we put our day to rest, don't we? It's when we wind down. And it's about keeping in that cycle, Caroline, and remembering for yourself to start again. And the sands of time as well show that life goes on. It's time for you, my darling, not to carry this hurt with you anymore. But what we see with the Six of Cups as well that I've drawn for you is that there's still things from your past to tie up. And in a way, it would also suggest that for you, yes, life and the future does beckon. But really for you, there are things from the past that you've got to let go. And there are things from the past that you definitely want to take with you, Caroline. But it's got to stop being this emotional, heavy weight on your shoulders. And instead, you've got to be at peace with the past, because we can't get it back. But I do know that there's many good things that you can take from your past and make the most of your life right now. Now, what we see is this summer already, since it's begun, has been quite a cathartic few weeks for you. But by the autumn, what we see is a finalization of things, maybe the finalization of people's plans that affected your life, or even legal documents and paperwork when things can be concluded. And that's when your life will start again. So look forward to August, the end of August, being really great new beginnings when your lessons are learnt and processed, and you learn to smile about all that's made you frown so far. A lot of hope for you in that reading, Caroline, as well. Okay, so that was quite a deep one, Caroline, wasn't it? Who shall we go for next? Oh, Tony, you're so polite, aren't you? Taurus, please, Claire, if you don't mind. Do you know what? My job is not a job. It's a lifestyle, and I absolutely love going live, doing readings, and talking to you all as well. The reason I created a private members club, of course, is so we can get more personal, and so that people who just want to pop in, and no one insults me on my main page, but just for those who want to open up a bit more, and because it's £4.99 a month to join. So as Sammy says, it's the price of a cup of tea and a bit of cake. Or does that depend what town you're in? I'm probably cheaper than a cup of tea and a bit of cake in some towns. But Tony, looking at you here, I have the Knight of Cups, which shows that not only have you been a man, you've also felt like a child at times, but you've been building your life up, Tony. And I think that you are very, very brave, because although you worried what people thought of you for having to start again, you also managed to start again as well. And I think that the new chapter that you're in is not very new, but it's one where you're finally getting somewhere, and you'd see that as well. Now, we've got some other Taurians there as well, and I think that you want people to think the best of you, Tony, and you do have those manners, and you want people to like you, you want people to understand you, but at the same time, you're very stubborn, you're very sensual. Tony, you just want to be loved, okay? And I do know for you that to do with finances and your stature in life, of where people see you, you mustn't be embarrassed about that at the moment. Hello, Jem. Mac, how are you doing? Yeah, so listen, Tony, you mustn't be embarrassed by how you think people see you at the moment. Instead, what you need to do is focus on what's got to be done to get to the next stage. And I think, Tony, your gorgeous personality, your charm that opens doors will really get you to where you need to be. But you're doing really well. So here we can see, look, the gypsy girl building everything up again as well. Do you feel that the past is going to drag you back? No, it won't. But use tonight's full moon in Capricorn to reassess where you've been, and to realize something else, Tony. Everything that happened in the past wasn't your fault, because I know, Tony, that someone lied to you as well. Okay. Now then, where's the lady I just did? I just did Caroline. What did you say? Oh, that was very spot on. Exactly how I've been feeling. Thank you so much. Do have a look, guys, as well at my Zodiac Scrolls. We've sold loads of those as well in the last few days. And the Zodiac Scrolls, here they are, look. I even sit here in my house and melt wax and put the little, you can't see it on there, but I even put the little waxing on there. So if you want to frame them, that's a children's one that we do. But I also do an adult's one, and I also do a lover's one as well, if you want to find out what the best sign for you is as well. We have full moon and new moon packs available now as well. Leslie has just messaged me. Also in the shop online, we've got these. Look, there you go. That's all of the range that we've got in this particular style as well. Let me stop plugging stuff. Yeah, otherwise I'm going to have to put the word QVC up, aren't I? Do I know who won yesterday for sending the most stars on Derek Akora's page? Yes, I do. I've got a name, and shall I tell you quickly? Let's have a little look. It was, let me go down here to the many messages that Sammy and I send each other. So it was a big thank you to everyone that entered Derek Akora's competition. On the leaderboard, you'd have trouble keeping up with this, Gracie. It was a lady called Peggy Sue Stachniak, and she sent, right, to get Derek Akora's autograph, an incredible 15,200 stars. I kid you not. So she won a Derek Acora autograph, a positivity bag made by Gwen Acora, and a reading with the medium Sarah May as well. So we needed her to contact the page as well. So you, I do know, Gracie, you were very, very close as well. Okay, so let's keep going up. Let's go for another guy, shall we? It's nice to see some guys on the page. Les Robert I don't know. Sometimes with my pronunciation, guys, I'm not great. So Les Robert Cornet shared anything for me, please. I've had a clear out and also a clear out of my house. So you mean both mentally and physically, don't you? And I hope that you've cleared out negative people from your life as well. Shall I have a look and tell you if I think that you have? Oh, you have. Okay. The death card means clearing away the old to make way for the new. And if we turn this card around, Les, can you see that? Here is my death card. And when I designed him, I've told you before, he's based on 2 films, Live and Let Die and Princess and the Frog. But he is there to tell you, because he's undignified, that you haven't finished clearing it out yet, but there is still somebody who is an enabler, who drains you, that you've yet to get rid of. And I know it's a male in your life as well, and I think it's a male who thinks he's either older than you, more mature, or more experienced. We've talked about this before, I'm sure, but my feeling is that in the work that you do, Les, that sometimes there are people around you who make you think they're more important to you. A saying that my mother always said to people that were arrogant as actresses that we'd go and do readings for backstage is be nice to everyone on the way up, because you never know who they'll be on your way down. And I think some people are trying to convince you that they're better than you. And I said to you before, you are an individual as well. You need to paint your house. I don't know why, but is the paint not right? Is it the wrong color? Is it peeling? Is your paint peeling in the house? I do want to know the answer to that question. So you say, yes, you know who that is. So you haven't finished culling, Les. Kick him out. Kick him out your life, because you don't need people who think they are more important for you than you, okay? My first reading with you, Claire, was in Torquay in 1996. 71, 81, 90. I was 25, 49 now. You make me feel old, Val. It all came true. Well, I'm in the right profession then. And even the sign of your husband, lovely. Thank you very, very much. You're painting it next week. Good. Is it peeling? I just got peeling there as well. Nigel Porter's in the North Pole, and his dad's in hospital, but he was in intensive care, and now he's been out, and he had a bit of a bad day as well. Let me ask you, Nigel, was it to do with your dad's nose and also to do with the throat that comes down? Because I almost feel that it's to do with swallowing and the nose. Did he have hay fever today with the windows open with pollen? Let me know how dad's going to be doing. Maybe the nurses can give him some antihistamines, but I do know that I'm not a doctor, and I know that dad's in the best place, and he will keep getting better and better. Jane Watkins says, my house is peeling too. Oh my, are we all peeling? Oh dear. And give dad my love as well. So about the peeling, getting it replastered as old wall paint coming off. Yes, but when you do it, do a proper job, Les, as well. Make sure that you do it properly. Tony says, you're the best, Claire. Oh, you're amazing at what you do. Love to all the hard work you do for us that are following you. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. I run around, guys. I get up at 6 in the morning. A neighbour of mine, Gemma, who's watching tonight, I wait to hear her. And then I know when I've heard her that I've got to be at a certain place with what I'm doing. The kettle has to have been boiled, and I've got to be on track. And once I do that walk with my daughter to school, and I'm walking back in the sunshine, I can't wait to get back and do my private one-to-one readings. I love writing my daily horoscopes. And like I said at the beginning, I've just finished all of your September daily horoscopes. So I'm 3 months in advance. And this woman, right? This woman right here, look at that face. She has been working her absolute arse off behind the scenes for me today. Codes have been sent back and forth of things that we needed. She has been absolutely glued to the phone and glued to a computer. So could we please send some love to the woman who really supports me with everything, with my social media management and tech, the lovely Sammy Norcup. She is one in a million. She really is. Okay, so let's keep going. You have seen Sam alive before, actually. And I did send, by the way, all of the ghost walk stuff to Mitch Jenkins. So he's currently working through that. And we're going to have another paranormal show as well. And not this Saturday. This Saturday is a normal Lengro live show. But the following Saturday, we are going up with Amanda Waring, where your job, guys, was to... your job was to give Amanda Waring a dare. And if you give her a dare, and we vote what the best dare is, so far we've had so that she had to change clothes with somebody that we meet that's a stranger. Well, she can't do that because it's the coronavirus. And the other one that you wanted her to dress up as a nun and sing a Sound of Music song. I think it was in a car park or a park or in public. That's a possibility. So if you have a dare for Amanda Waring, then make sure that you comment it, and I will make sure that we decide what we're going to do. So let me let's have a little look. This is a question I've got for you. Okay. So incredible things happen on a new moon and a full moon. Okay. But incredible things happen on a new moon and a full moon. But say that something absolutely incredible happened. Say you won the lottery, guys. I'd like to ask the question tonight. What would you do if you won the lottery? Seriously, how would you change your life? Okay, let me know. I just need a comment from you, Lewis. What star sign are you? Are you a Gemini? Let me know so I can help everybody else out as well. Don't worry, I'm going to get to a few more of you, and then I'm going to go over into my private members club. So let me have some of my cup of tea while I wait for Lewis to comment. Yeah, well, I'm not saying she's going to dress up as a nun. I want to get some more dares for her as well. So, yes, Gemini. Okay. Give it all away, says Gemma Mac. Money just causes problems. Actually, in the years that I worked for OK Magazine, when I was on incredible wages, I completely agree with you there, Gemma. I really do. Open an animal sanctuary and be the secret millionaire. I like that one. Leslie's in the house. Okay, Leslie, you know you're going to comment some things for me to read out. Let me concentrate just for one moment, please. If my mother was here, she'd say, if I won the lottery, I'd just take it to the casino anyway and put it on black. That's probably what she'd do. My mother once got thrown out of a casino with me for winning too much, and they called her a witch and asked us to leave as well. Lewis, you've said I would pay off your family's debts and buy my lovely mum the home of her dreams. Isn't that nice indeed? Okay, so what we've got here for you is the 9 of Wands, Lewis. And I do think that you are aware that you've got a lot of upcoming challenges ahead of you. And there are days that you feel really ready for this, but your stronger days are more often now than the weak days that you have as well. You suffer from anxiety and anticipation. And I do feel at the moment that a moment to pause in your trials and tribulations is all about your lifestyle as well. Now, I chose the gym to release stress for me and sort of, you know, a routine of sitting down and typing a lot and sitting on sofas a lot. Well, it's such a hard life, isn't it, being on a sofa? But I chose the gym for me. I think for you, Lewis, I think that you like to help other people, but I do think for you as well, helping younger people. Now, Lewis, you're in my private members club. But what I will say to you is people who are much younger than you that have just started out on a road to destruction, I think that you could help them in ways that you haven't imagined. Why? Because, Lewis, you've always been a wise and mature person, and you do have the power to finish what you start. There is no order to events at the moment. So you've got all these ideas, Lewis, bubbling around in your head, but there's nothing concrete that you booked in for how you're going to do everything that you're processing. So finances aren't going to be a problem for you. And in fact, we talked about what you'd all do if you won the lottery, but sometimes money at the moment can be your downfall. So Lewis, you've got to get a plan together. And then once you can say, my money's going here, my money's going to do this for me, be self-indulgent, Lewis, and look after you. Okay. Okay. So Leslie Anthony, my partner from My Bella Bee's gemstone shop, is eating a delicious plate of mushrooms, but listening. Are you doing those mushrooms in a bit of white wine with garlic and cream, or just like mushrooms is there? What kind of mushrooms are they, Leslie? Let's have a little look. So, honey, what would you do if you won the lottery? What would you do if you won a load of money? Buy Reese's Pieces. Catherine Kelly would buy a lovely house for her granddaughter, and then it will be her inheritance, so she won't have to struggle in life. That's my wish. So Lewis says, yes, very much so. Is that to do with Gemini? No, that was with your tarot cards. Nothing's set in concrete all over the place, or is that just me? Well, no, because Geminis in general always think that the grass is always greener. So whatever decision a Gemini makes, they will always wonder, should I have done that? Or was that person in my past better than the one that I've chosen? But actually, by making something concrete at this stage in your life right now, it would be really important for you. It would center you and it would ground you as well. I tell you what, guys, I'm not joking. If you want to buy a lottery ticket on a certain day, tonight's the night to do it. But I don't know whether it's past the time for the lottery as well. Leslie Anthony, don't do any kissing tonight then if you've got garlic breath. So Tony's going to rent out a P&O cruise ship. Then all the friends of family on this cruise. I like that. In my days at OK Magazine, I did once take a lot of my family on a Caribbean cruise, but I found being a gypsy, no, not that they didn't want us on the ship. I found that when you stop at a place on a cruise ship and you're told when to come back, just as you find a nice little place on the island and want to stay another hour longer, you have to go back as well. Amina, nice to see you as well. How are you doing, my beautiful? Let's listen. Oh, so Leslie, Lewis says, I once dated a guy who loved garlic mushrooms and I could never kiss him. Well, I always think of garlic, guys. I absolutely love cooking with garlic as well. Okay, so let's do somebody else. Give me a star sign and I'll get back centered as well. So Val Sutherland, you would take the family to a beach to get calm. Let me see if I've got any other banners to bring up. Okay, let's have a little look. Oh, this is a nice one. Hold on. Let me find one. Yeah, this is a good one I want to ask you. I want to ask your star sign as well. Why did you choose the profession that you are in? Okay, why did you choose your profession? That's what I want to know. Amina, we're looking at your star sign of Leo, and let me tell you a few comments, Amina, about your star sign. So for you, you're a very loyal person, but you're also overly sensitive and very proud as well. And you want to put your family first, but at the moment there's a need for all Leos to put themselves first in order to look after the family. Amina, are you looking after yourself? I know there were some problems. Was it with your hand? How's the hand doing? And what's happened with that? Do you have a hospital appointment coming up? Can they do anything for it? And how's your blood pressure, Amina? Are you feeling very, very het up? Because I just feel for you at the moment that there's an awful lot of emotions being highly strung about as well. So can I also say, Amina, when you want to test things, don't do it too much. When you want to test things, and I know you'll connect with this, leave it until you really have to test. Give your body that break to process things, because anxiety and stress can sometimes push the body into panic mode, and that's not healthy for us as well. Leslie, stop talking food and talk about gemstones, please, for the full moon. We're always talking food, I tell you. Okay. So your hand is in agony. Did you get my message before? Where did you send my message, Amina? Because I know you've got a personal number. If you sent it to the work phone, I wouldn't have had it, because I've had private clients, phone clients today, and I also have just had my headphones on with music on, doing my dailies as well. So I will check my phones, all of my phones, when I finish this as well. But I'm going in the private members, Amina, and I know that you are a member of the private members as well. Which phone number? Don't put my phone number, Amina, but I'll check all my phones. So let's see. Okay. Val chose teaching, but you've now changed direction, and you're a Scorpio as well. Was that because you couldn't see the end result of what you're doing? Because a Scorpio likes to get to the end of their journey. And is what you're doing now, Val, something where you get to see the end result that people do as well? Please don't put my other phone number up there, Amina, as well. So Lewis says, I wanted to help disadvantaged children who suffer with specific anomalies, abuse, poverty, etc. I knew I wanted to influence young people with my wisdom. Even though I'm 21 now, I knew I had a lot to give. It's funny, isn't it? You're 21 now, but I could almost see you helping 14-year-olds and those who are just getting into that adulthood as well. Abuse, poverty. I mean, I think that helping anybody is an amazing thing to do. But with you, Lewis, as well, there's still a long way to go on that journey. And I think in a way, learning how to counsel others can also counsel you as well and give you some really great tools. Do you know what I love about you, Lewis? I love your sense of humor. I love the way you can laugh at yourself as well. That's a great gift. Let's see who else is on there as well. So Vicky Goodchild says, I was looking through a college prospectus, saw makeup, and ever since then, that's all I've loved. Well, Vicky, I do my makeup in literally 2 minutes. I haven't got the patience to spend ages on makeup, but I can see from your picture, absolutely, look at how you do your makeup, absolutely beautiful. I mean, that's like being an artist, isn't it? And I can't draw either. So let's have a look. Banking for Leslie to get a cheap mortgage. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that you fell in love with gemstones. So Ruth Townsend, see, this is so interesting. Husband was, now me. I'm an ice cream lady. Love talking to people and love kids. Oh, I love a Mr. Whippy. I love a 99 with a flake in as well. But I have to push the flake down so that when you get to the bottom, you've got the chocolate flake and like a mini ice cream when you get to the bottom as well. Let's have a little look. Okay, so delicious finish when you have my concentration of wine in hand. Okay. It's very much a defense mechanism, Claire, looking at past studies. Humor is a great blanket for pain and rejection as well. Oh, bless you. Rossi from your Cornish, Rossi. Okay, so hello, Belinda. Welcome to my page. I don't recognize your name, so if you have been on here before, then forgive me. Maybe your picture has changed, but you are a Scorpio. Scorpios are great. Love Scorpios. Can you guess that I'm a Scorpio? Okay, so Scorpio is the second most psychic sign in the zodiac. They're very, very intuitive, but also they've got this intensity, this depth, this determination to achieve anything that they put their mind to. But sometimes they can overdo things to the extent that they can get sick of what they do for that reason. They've got to really as well make sure that they work with people that they can work with and not work with those that they just make do with. Otherwise, they can get stuck in difficult working relationships as well. So pick your colleagues very carefully, and better still, start your own company if you're a Scorpio so that you can pick and choose as well. Vicky, am I a Scorpio vibe? Oh dear, whenever I tell anybody I'm a Scorpio, they always go, oh, and I never get that, because if a scorpion stings someone, it kills a scorpion, doesn't it, once they've stung somebody with their tail? So so you do get sick of doing certain things. So let's find out, Belinda, what do you actually do as a living? I'll turn a card for you if you share with all of us what you actually do as a living. Let's have a little look. Okay, we've got two very interesting cards for you here. We've got the moon card, and we've also got the sun card as well. The moon and the sun, dark and light, just like a Scorpio, isn't it? It shows that you've had people and false friends that you've helped in the past, but they never helped you back. And so also you've got the sun card as well, which shows a little bit of loneliness at the moment because your sun card is undignified. Did you know that tarot cards also relate to days of the week? And the sun card also relates to the day of Sunday in all tarot. If you look it up, you'll find that out. Sunday should be your day of relaxation. Yeah, I don't feel you would relax on that day as well. In fact, I don't feel you relax enough at all. So you're not working due to health reasons, but you've tried crafting in the past. I'm sorry, Belinda, but I really do feel that even though you're not working due to health reasons, that you're not relaxing either. And my feeling is that perhaps your home needs to be gotten in some order. And I feel like rooms are mixed around. Are you sleeping in a room that you're supposed to also live in at times as well? Has the couch become your bed at times? Can you maybe sort your house out so you've got separate quarters for everything and get a routine to get up early in the day for yourself? Also, you are very lonely. Reach out, communicate, get people that want to help you, people like who do things like Lewis has done, where you can call the numbers that you're given and someone will come round and have lunch with you, my darling. Okay, but do not be alone. Talking and saying how you feel is a first step. And I'm so proud of you that you've managed to actually say that and be so honest about that as well. I do feel that the sadness for you is also about people who are no longer around. But Belinda, I'm very blunt when I give readings. I don't feel you're making your health problems any better for yourself by the way that you have got lack of mobility. There's little things that you could be doing. Is there a physiotherapy that you could do for the things that do work well with you? You are a lovely lady. And I'd also suggest buying some really good books that you enjoy reading as well. Who doesn't love a good read? Guys? So I am going to go and make another cup of tea. And when I've made another cup of tea, I'm going to go and see my private members. So if you are not a private member, then please go to clairepetulengro.tv and you can find out how to join there. It's not a lot of money. We've gone for the cheapest price membership that you can have, guys. It's £4.99 a month. Belinda, absolute huge love for you. Stop watching things that are repetitive as well. Sometimes, like when you wake up, I know a lot of my clients, it's this morning every day and it may be a different show, but it's the same. Get Netflix on, watch some movies that are uplifting, nothing that's going to make you feel down and that other people have got a better life than you, because life is what you make it. So make yours count. See you in a minute. Let me make a cup of tea and I will see you private members in the club. Thank you so much for joining me, and have an absolutely amazing Thursday night. Oh, and it's Pick Me Up Thursday. Don't forget to buy your copy of Pick Me Up magazine. See you later.